Pisces, welcome to Life and Symbolism. We'll be looking at your recent past energies and seeing how they're affecting your present situation, and then we'll look at how these energies may evolve moving into your near future. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to Life and Symbolism. It's great to have you here. If you've already been here before, then thanks for coming back, and my apologies for the delays in my readings. What I've realised is that the YouTube readings, they cast such a wide open net, and I was opening myself up for so many different energies. Of course, is the nature of this, but what I needed to do was kind of go away and learn how to protect myself from all of the different energies that were coming in. So I've been doing that, and with that in mind, Pisces, today will be a shorter reading than usual. So I'm going to see how I go, and now that I have some boundaries in place and ways to protect my energy, I kept thinking maybe I shouldn't read on YouTube, but I do feel drawn time and time again. So let's see what messages we've got for you, Pisces. Okay, recent past energies for Pisces, please. Straight away. Wow, so Pisces, either some of you have been on holiday or travelling. Some of you have been working on some ego work. Now, if you cast your mind back into the recent past, can you think of something or someone in particular that's made you very happy? Because that's quite prevalent in this reading. So we're coming out from, it's August as well. This is the card of Leo. For some of you, maybe there's a Leo in your life that's very significant. Maybe there's somebody in your family, maybe a mother, a child, a father, very, very significant in this reading. Potentially some links there for you. We'll see how it progresses. Thank you. So in the past, Pisces, there's a link here to a relationship, possibly with a Scorpio. There was huge happiness in this relationship. You were feeling, very loving, very giving, very nurturing. I think that they felt the same about you. So definitely some happiness in the recent past, and loving, fulfilling connection. Anything else from the recent past for Pisces, please? So you can cast your mind back over the last few months, Pisces. We're not only talking about the last couple of weeks. I think it's someone who had you feeling kind of young and playful and, youthful and connected. Just connected. Okay. So, interesting. I think that this relationship cast a light on some inner work that you needed to do, Pisces. And I think that you see that. And I think that you are taking responsibility for that and realizing how the past, maybe some things from a previous relationship before this person or from childhood, may be impacting still on your romantic life. Also your ego and how you view yourself and your sense of self. And that's played into your relationships. But I think there's been a realization of that in your past. And I think that it may have been triggered by this person represented here, very scorpionic, very loving, giving, caring, possibly a bit misunderstood. Maybe seems like they have a big guard up, but really they're very emotional and vulnerable on the inside. I think that might have drawn your attention to that and caused you to revisit something from your past. So let's look at the present energies, please, for Pisces. Wow. Okay. Okay. It seems like you got so far with something and then suddenly lost the passion for it. It's almost as if someone just turned off the flame, and I'm not really sure why. There's a feeling of restlessness. I think there was a lack of confidence or a lack of certainty. And it just seems to me like the plug was pulled out of nowhere. And perhaps it's linking back to this relationship that was coming up, which we'll get to in just a moment. But it seems like lack of certainty, and somebody not having the answers to questions that needed to be answered. And it saw the end of something which did have potential. There's a lot of fire coming in here as well. I think that it's something that really sparked your interest, something that kind of gave you a bit of life, gave you energy, got you up in the morning, and suddenly it was all over. And I think that it's, with the Three of Pentacles, there's a lack here, there's a sense of lack and an insecurity that causes you to be that caused you to not be willing to take a risk. And I think that there's an underlying insecurity or a fear here that got in the way of this progressing forward. Perhaps you were giving too much energy to this and to something, and it was getting in the way of your work. And so you decided to just pull the plug. Because maybe sensing the ego work that I'm seeing as well, you're doing a lot of work on who you are, on the self. And if you're not quite sure on that yet, you weren't sure how to be in a certain relationship. So there's definitely a sense of just switching off the flame, running away, just kind of aborting the mission, really, it feels like. No, they fell out. Thank you. Okay. There's definitely that sense of retreating that I was already talking about here. There's confusion, Pisces. I mean, I'm confused just looking at this. I sense your confusion and I sense your restlessness and your impatience, but I also feel that you might be looking back on your restlessness thinking, was that the right thing? Should I have done that? Should I have turned off the flame like that and kind of quit whilst I was ahead, because you were unsure that you'd be able to fulfill a certain need or requirement. And with the Hanged Man, you were sort of waiting for things to become a little bit clearer, and I do think that things are becoming clearer now. You've taken a long time by yourself to try to understand the situation, and I do think that you're coming into a place of clarity on that. So let's see how much this is linked to this person that I'm seeing, because it could be there's a lot of your own work. But Pisces, I think you've already done a lot of your own work, but this is more so bringing your own work into life. You know, you've understood a lot, but now it's about implementing the changes into your life and being insecure, maybe not quite ready to put certain things into effect, and then therefore just retreating and kind of calling it off and then hiding really from the situation. So present energies, please, for Pisces. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, Pisces. Okay. So this person that you were connecting with in your recent past you like mirrored each other, and you were really happy together, really understanding of each other, very similar in ways. You were very nurturing of each other, giving to each other. It felt like there was an equal give and take and a mutual understanding and a mutual attraction. But also, this person is as deep as you are. This person is as intuitive as you are. So it was a very deep relationship, even if it didn't last for a very long time. Now, with the Ten of Wands here, it seems to me that this person, that it could even be both of you. I think you're feeling quite guilty, like it was your fault that things didn't quite go to plan, because you felt insecure or not ready or not able to give certain answers that maybe this person was asking of you. So you felt, I can't answer your questions. I'm just gonna, kind of take myself out of the equation. And I also think that they felt too, kind of obligated. I think you were helping each other. It's so strange, Pisces. It's like you both were trying to help each other, but neither of you would accept help from each other. So there just became this block where I can see you were understanding and loving and helping of them, but they don't know how to receive that because they're just like you. They're the ones that give love and help others. So they were trying to do that for you, but you were maybe not in a position to receive that or see that. And then you were trying to do it for them, but they weren't in a position to see that or receive that. So there was all this loving energy going out from both of you, but it wasn't being received by either of you, because I think both of you were completely burdened and overwhelmed by obligations, by energy that you've taken on from other people, some stubborn patterns as well, and a refusal maybe to take help from each other, because you're people who are so used to giving help, it's difficult for you to receive help. And I think that it probably had a bit of an impact on both of you, like health-wise, which therefore, Pisces, I can see if it was getting in the way of your work, that probably caused you to say, do you know what, I need to take a step away from this. But it was like, like literally like that. Okay, any further present energies, please, for Pisces? Okay, so I think that you're feeling intuitively at the moment and using your intuition to know how to move forward in this situation, but you're also intuitively understanding and seeing effects that the past have had on your present situation. And I think that you're learning and seeing, learning how to balance that. There could, for some of you, be communication, because we've got in the High Priestess, she's holding the Torah, the scroll, in her hands. So sometimes it can be that a secret is about to be revealed. But I feel more like it's just your inner knowledge and finding a balance, really, and an awakened psychic awareness, an understanding. But with a link to your memory. That's the thing, though. There's a link to your childhood here. So it's about learning to trust your intuition when it comes, and it's linked to your past and memories of the past, seeing how that has had a part to play. So I feel in your present, Pisces, you're coming into a place of balance and understanding now of how certain patterns from the past may be influencing this current situation. Let's move forward and see how these energies progress into the future, please, for Pisces. Oh, look. I missed that, but there's so there's you're worried. There's there's definitely a lot of worry regarding this situation and stress. You're not sure what to do, actually, Pisces. I think that even though you're feeling much more understanding, you're understanding and seeing a lot more now, and understanding the effects that the past has had on you, but actually not really sure what to do about it. That's the thing. You need to be really patient for yourself and maybe ask for help. And I'm not sure, I actually did wonder if this High Priestess was potentially a counsellor or a friend, or someone that you can speak to help you find some clarity in your perception. This is just being patient with yourself and maybe allowing yourself to communicate about this. But let's continue. Let's see how this evolves. Thank you. Okay. Moving into the near future, Pisces, I think that you're still navigating the path ahead very carefully and very patiently as well. This is a very dream-like energy with the moon, and it's about using your intuition and your logic to help you navigate kind of the middle road, and the middle road being reality. Because we can get swept up in our dreams and in our visions, and actually sometimes, Pisces, this can relate to your actual dreams that you're having in terms of listening to the symbolisms and the messages coming through in your dream. But also Pisces, this is you, this is your card. And what I like about this, the moon, it represents seeing basically. It's seeing what's behind the shadow. You can see that there's the moon and then there's the shadow behind the moon, and managing that balance between basically finding the reality down the middle, and a sense of coming back into a sense of connection, finding the truth, seeing the truth. It's your intuition again, so I like that the intuition is continuing into your near future. We've moved from the sun to the moon. This is what I find really interesting in your reading. So we've got the sun, the masculine, the ego, who you are, who is Pisces, who is the self, with links to parents here, links to childhood, a recent relationship that's been a bit, after such promise, just kind of done, a bit confusing, moving into an energy of understanding it, and then coming but not being sure what to do about it, and then coming into your energy, Pisces, your sense of self, the moon. So the moon is the unseen, the sun is the seen, the moon is the unseen. We've got the ego mind, we've got the hidden self, the shadow self, the masculine, the feminine. This is coming together. This is the yin and the yang. This is the balance that I'm mentioning here, that I can just see in your present. Finding a balance and finding that straight road. Coming into a sense of self. What else, please, for Pisces moving forward? It's nice, Pisces. I'm happy for you. Let's see what else we've got coming forward. else for Pisces, please, moving forward? Regarding this romantic relationship, I'm not seeing in the near future, I'm not seeing it coming back together, Pisces, so I'm sorry if that's not quite what you want to hear. Remembering, of course, that free will is always at play. You can, if you were going to contact them, you contact them. Always listen to your intuition. But it's just not working out, Pisces. But I don't feel the Ace of Cups is reversed, so that's the what was the potential for a brand new relationship. It hasn't gone to plan. It's not worked out. There's been a separation, and I think it's caused you to kind of lose some faith in love. And in that case, usually it's linked to something from the past that's holding you back, if it's on your side, or it could be just that you need to have a bit more faith and a bit more love for yourself in order to present yourself to somebody fully. There's a refusal to let go, though. Because of doubts, you're holding on, I feel like. Now, there's some kind of holding on, and I don't know if that's holding on to this person or holding on from whatever it was that was before this person that caused this relationship to not work out. And Pisces, in order for this relationship to come back, if that's what you want, or in order for another relationship in the future to work out, there is a need to let go. So in the future, I think that that's what you're going to be addressing here, realizing that not letting go is causing you to, I think, isolate yourself to a certain extent, but also it's putting a lot of pressure on yourself to achieve in relationships. And I think that you're being left dissatisfied because of your past. And then we've got 2 5s here on the table as well. With the 5 of Pentacles, this is resources. And I think this is linking again into insecurities, which I saw at the beginning here, causing you to just kind of go and go and go. Maybe spending a lot at this time as well, but you're working, you're focusing. I can see that you've turned your attention to work, but I think that there's just an outpouring of energy, whether that's in work. Maybe you're working a little bit too much at the moment, Pisces, as a side note, and just need to take a little bit of a note of that. That's all I'd say. That's just a slight side message, that in an avoidance to confront this emotional side of your life, there's a lot of energy going into work. The reason why there may be an avoidance is because of the confusion that you're facing here with the High Priest. Thinking about everything that you've learned and everything that you thought you knew. This is a time for change, because it's time to get out of the confusion. It's time to get out of being stuck. So you need to kind of go against the grain a little bit in order to be able to let go. And almost it's almost like making your own rules as well. It's like rethinking everything you thought you knew about emotions and romance and relationships. It's deep, Pisces, and I think it's all linked to this idea of, the sense of self and understanding who you are and understanding your past and understanding how that's played out in your relationships. Anything else moving forward, please, for Pisces? Nice, Pisces. What a lovely way to finish. Don't worry, like, this is working out for you in your favor eventually. You're going to kind of feel like the final missing piece is come into play finally. And you'll begin to see the bigger picture and begin to see how the way that things have been working, and luck will come on your side again. I think that this will allow you to reach a kind of conclusion with everything that you've been learning, and it's like bringing it full circle. And it's a cycle, you're completing this entire life cycle, learning the life lesson, and it's a card of karma as well. So meaning that you'll have learned all the lessons that you need to, and then the results of that will come forward. You'll be able to accept the highs and the lows from the past, and then this transformational energy will help you to break the repetitive pattern that's having past things linking to not only your sense of self, causing insecurities which get in the way, causing you to run away from connections which do actually have really strong potential, and then returning the cycle of disillusionment and confusion. But you're seeing it now, Pisces. So like, kudos to you, massive, because it's huge. This type of transformational energy is huge. And I mean, I'll leave it there for now, Pisces. When I come back, I'll do the same again. We'll see if these still energies, the same energies are coming up. We'll tell a little bit more about how this relationship may or may not be evolving. In the near future, I don't see it. But that doesn't mean it might not come a little bit later down the line if you are still interested in reconciling with this person. Great. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Archangel Michael, thank you for protecting us. Please continue to send the light and love to those who need it. Please continue to shine the light in the dark. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Pisces. Please like and subscribe for future readings, and take care. Be well.